"We miss her every day." Family of nurse who killed herself after Mel Greig DJ prank call to pregnant Duchess of Cambridge says they are still grieving her death. The distraught family of a woman who killed herself after falling victim to a prank call from two Australian radio hosts have opened up about their grief. Jacintha Saldanha, 46, took her own life in December 2012 after 2 daytime hosts Mike Christian and Mel Greig called the English hospital she was working at pretending to be Queen Elizabeth and Prince Charles. She mistakenly put the pair through to nurses looking after Kate Middleton as she was pregnant with Prince George. The phone call was recorded and broadcast on radio, before Saldanha committed suicide days after it aired. Her daughter Janice Pinto, 20, told Who magazine her family is trying to get on with our lives 5 years since Saldanha's death. The first few years were the hardest. She would call me every day at 6 p.m., just before she went to work. That phone call is what I miss every day. Her son Juno Barbosa said the was the sort of person who would always go the extra mile to help. Learning about her was a real eye-opener and has provided the stepping stone for what we want to achieve. Whatever I do now, any achievement, will be for her and for my dad and for my family, he said. The incident drew international outrage at the time and resulted in a 2014 inquest into the mother of two's death, which did not lay criminal blame on them. In March, Mel Greig opened up about the depths of her despair at being labeled a nurse killer. The 34-year-old told the Sunday Telegraph she considered ending her own life due to the fallout. Greig said she was the subject of attacks from trolls after the incident, and battled with depression. The royal family issued a statement in support of Saldanha after her death. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge are deeply saddened to learn of the death of Jacintha Saldanha. The Royal Highnesses were looked after so wonderfully well at all times by everybody at King Edward VII Hospital, and their thoughts and prayers are with Jacintha Saldanha's family, friends and colleagues at this very sad time. Prince William later wrote to her family, saying he and Kate Middleton had been thinking a lot about her recently. For confidential support call the Lifeline 24-hour crisis support on 13 11 14. Anyone across Australia experiencing a personal crisis or thinking about suicide can contact Lifeline. Regardless of age, gender, ethnicity, religion or sexual orientation, their trained volunteers are ready to listen, provide support and referrals.